Well, as you can see, it's nighttime, and it's about 8:33. But I want to get through the videos, and Amy and I had a pretty slow day, so I want to talk with the 3-year-olds because they brought me a lot of joy this week. A lot of the horses, whether it be Brace or a huge surprise like What a Mission. I guess the biggest surprise was his qualifier, but the way he went about his work the other day. Yes, he got jostled behind the gate, and it shouldn't have bothered him, but the way he behaved afterwards was impressive. Impressive. So, absolute euphoria. She wasn't that impressive this week, and I want to know why. I had that look at her today. Dr. Grosenbacher went over. So, Dr. Bosenjak wasn't working today, and I got Dr. Grosenbacher just to go over absolute euphoria and tell us what he thought. And he thought it was her hind ankle. So, we're not going to change her shoes behind. We're not going to change her shoes behind because there's no point in doing the vet work and then changing her shoes. Why don't we do the vet work and see if that helps her? So we probably won't qualify her next week. We'll probably just go to a straight schooler with her and see how she responds. Austral Hanover racing tomorrow night. I'm excited. He's got the rail tomorrow night. That's right. He's got the rail tomorrow night. Curtis asked me to do the hockey draft in the afternoon. And then when it's over, I have to drive all the way to Northfield. Nice. Well, I'm one of the coaches again, which I like to get coach. When am I going to have time to do that? But we did win one of the last years.
I mean, your arm broke.
That's right. It was the year I had my arm broke. That's right. Austral Hanover, he's like 9-2, but I'm sure he's in tough. But he's been good. The vet did some work on him the other day. He was on the left line when I trained him the other day. He thought his left knee and left stifle were bothering him. That's what you have to do, honey. You just gotta shake him. Just what he said. You watch tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Brace for landing. I can't. You guys. I gotta throttle it back a bit. I know I've been stroking him pretty good the last few weeks, saying how good he was and how much I think of the colt. The qualifier was not even remotely a shock to me. He's been so good. Now we're not going to race him back Thursday. We'll race him back a week from Thursday. I don't want to race him back in 6 days. We got to put weight on him. We're doing our best to do that. I have a million people messaging me, try this, try that. I'm not going to really deviate too much, as he is putting a little bit of weight on, and I don't really think you can pack weight on a horse with his temperament as a 3-year-old. He's bouncing around, playing all the time, and he's good. If we could just add 5 pounds a week, I think he's going to be a very, very nice 3-year-old. I just don't want to see him regress at all, and that's the biggest reason I don't want him going to the New Jersey Sires. As I said, in my mind, what I've mapped out for him is the Good Times, the Zweg, the Beal, the New Jersey Classic, and then hopefully the Breeders' Crown. And that's where I see Brace for Landing going this year. All of our horses a little bit different. Carter Michael Dio and Crantini have a lot of Pennsylvania stuff. And they'll do that. Nothing But a Dreamer has Canadian stuff here in Ontario. But Brace, I think right now that's the plan we have for him. Carter Michael Dio, I just talked about him. He was awesome the other day. I don't imagine they need to qualify him again. I don't think we're going to qualify him again. I didn't ask Dominic and James. That's their department. We'll see. He was very, very good the other day. Really, really good. Cash Deals will race tomorrow. I had told everybody that Mario got a call from the judges say that Robanal showed up in the horse's urine in the night that I drove her. Everybody was away that week. Very odd thing to happen. It's not a serious offense, but it's an offense. Nonetheless, I think they gave him 3 days or something. It's like a class 5 or class 4. But we do use Robanal quite a bit. As far as I know, all the barns do. Harry, Dominic, and Jason, and we're going to have to re-examine that because there's just no possible way that horse received Robanal inside of the prescribed time. Mario wasn't there. I wasn't there. We were gone away for Easter weekend. Nobody else there would possibly do anything like that. So it's very weird. It's just very frustrating time in our industry. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. She will race tomorrow night, and I think redeem herself, and we can move forward. It's just a very frustrating thing to hear, but it is what it is. All we can do is examine what took place and try and put protocols in place so it can never happen again. So that's what we're going to try and do. Columbus, he's doing what he can right now. He did well the other day, raced as well as he could. I was happy with him. And you can't expect, he's told us what he can do, and hopefully he can improve all the time. I'd like to see him do that, but as long as he doesn't regress, it's going to be hard to be very angry at the horse. And he didn't regress the other day. Those are decent horses. He's got a Buckeye coming up also, and we'll have a lot of fun at the fairs with him this year. Amy loves going to the fairs. We'll be able to eat the corn on the cob. And what's your favorite fair food, honey?
I don't know.
The
The
cheese?
deep fried like cookie dough things.
Oh, they're deep fried Oreos.
No, I don't like the Oreos.
Best way to go.
The cookie dough and the
Cheese, deep fried
funnel
cheese.
cakes are
Funnel
good.
cake's good. It's all good too. It's all deep fried with non-fat grease. So you gotta be careful how often you eat at the fair. But Amy doesn't love the fairs as much as me. I do, but I can't wait
It's
till they
fun.
start. Oh, I can't wait till they start. Coupe de Ville was great the other day. We should have a lot of fun with her in the Buckeye next week. The vet went over, couldn't find anything wrong. Mechanically, she is still touching her knee. She is still getting out of gear. I think we can fix this, but it's going to take time. Little by little, I think we can tinker away at Coupe de Ville, and I think she'll end up being better and better and better as the summer goes on. Crantini, I told everybody, straight up a mile, 55-1 the other day in a schooler. We'll qualify him back in about 58. If I can, if I keep him contained and him behave himself, 58 would be fine in the qualifier. We'll see how he does. I want to look for a flat line. I was very happy. Don't forget he wore that snake cord, eh? Braces snake cord.
I won't forget, trust me.
Okay, so we'll qualify him next Friday. Cunning Connie will school next Friday. A number of people asking us what's up with her. She's ready to school now. We might even just put her in to qualify. She's raced like 8 times. She may just go right into qualify on Friday. Cutie Cumber is in to go Tuesday. That should be a lot of fun watching Cutie race on Tuesday. I love that filly. Five Fish Species schooled in 2.5 the other day. She'll come back for another schooler this week. Mario was happy with her. I thought she trotted out of there well. I saw her coming out of there. She looked good. Gandalf the Black's racing tonight. Good luck to everybody tonight. Man, what a nice horse he's turned out to be. 54 last quarter, 26-4 the other day. He's in tough
He
tonight.
was sleeping today, like out cold.
I know. He's a pretty cool customer. I like him. Horn Player, we're going to send Horn Player to Kentucky. I deliberated for an entire day about it, thought about it. New Jersey and Ontario are not, I don't think, are on the table right now. That left the 3 tracks in Pennsylvania. Really 2 tracks. Pennsylvania is like 2 different places. You have the Poconos in Philadelphia. Most of the East Coast people can race at, but the Meadows is way on the other side of the state. So it's like its own state. So it's like 3 jurisdictions. We have the Meadows, and then we have Pennsylvania. The Poconos in Philadelphia, or we have Kentucky. Kentucky is a more narrow avenue where maybe you don't get into the Poconos, you can go to Philadelphia, but they're tougher and they don't race for as much money, I don't think, as they do in Kentucky. And I just think it's a little softer spot for her to grow up and get some confidence in. So I think that's the place we're going to send Horn Player. Landing Strip qualified great the other day. Did you see his qualifier?
Yeah.
2 minutes, last quarter in 29 seconds. He looked really, really good. Merchant Man, Harry spilled the beans, said he trained him in 2.5 at the farm. James did. James trained him in 2.5 at the farm, said he was very good. Mopara Baby's been really good. It's so weird. We just changed minor things. Changed her shoes a little bit and changed her bridle, put a different check bit in her mouth. She fell off the gate 2 weeks in a row. I'm going to drive her a little more aggressively this week. I still don't want to start her up completely, but I am going to try and put her up into the race a little more this week. Man, I was really happy with the way she's been coming forward. More Than You Know races tonight. First start on Lasix, so I can't wait to see how he races. My 1%, Dominic said trained twice last week and trained pretty good both times. So we'll see how he races, or how he continues to train down. Nothing But a Dreamer was awesome. 2-2, I think, the other day. I suspect they'll qualify him twice starting next week, if I'm not mistaken. Smoking Hot Irish Girl will race in the Buckeye this coming week. She needs to find about 2 seconds, but the steering, the getting into gear, these things need to be changed and corrected, and we will change them and correct them. Spitfire Overseas was good, but a little flat, but so was Horn Player, so was White Tiger, so was Unbeatable Camp, all in the same schedule last week. There might have been a little something going through there. Spitfire, I think, will qualify twice starting next week. In fact, I wouldn't have my feelings hurt if they decide to school him once more also, but we'll see. So that was Spitfire. Swinging Senorita was incredible the other day. Drew 7 in the final, but 6, 7, 8, 9, the 4 best horses. Now, they gave Ron Burke's horse the favorite position. They made him favorite. I don't think that filly's the best, but I could be wrong. Chris Page, a great driver. Ron Burke's a great trainer, so who knows what'll happen in the final. I think that Rose Run Yolanda is still the best filly in Ohio. She has the 6 hole.
You think the Yene is the other one?
Yeah, I don't think Rose Run Yolanda can beat Yolanda, and I don't know if she can beat me. but we'll see how the race plays out. They're all good fillies. There's like 5 good fillies in that division, and I think 4 of them are in the final of the Hackett. Tactical Mounds is going to race this coming Wednesday and then head to New Jersey shortly after. She was really good, but her GGT was extraordinarily high the other day. They've been working on it all week. They think they're going to be able to get it down. Warwick Yuri races Sunday night at Flamborough. I know Mario's down in the dumps, but I told him, I said, it's not the end of the world. It's not your fault. I jumped over Tailgate Buzz, but Warwick Yuri races his first lifetime start tomorrow at Flamborough. Tailgate Buzz races in Kentucky tomorrow. Scott Zeron's driving him at Oak Grove Raceway.
Cool.
Eric trained him in like 2.4, come a half in a minute on the day I left Wednesday, and said he was very, very good. I wanted Eric to go with him because he's going to be training the horse in Kentucky after this week. So what a mission. Huge recovery last week. Got interfered with just a little bit at the gate, but he did get interfered with. Come back trotting, circled the whole field, and then ran down the leader to win. That was an impressive move by him. Very impressed with this colt so far this year, and he need to get him in check a little bit more, but he was really, really good. And then obviously that was him. What a mission. Last one. So those are your 3-year-olds. A lot going on this week. Really happy with the way the horses qualified. Really happy with the way the 2-year-olds trotted and paced. All the babies. Now as we head into May, this is going to be the most exciting time of year. Soon, won't be long before we know, until we start to see the real cream rise to the top, and that's always, it's bittersweet, because some of the ones you love don't quite get to as good a point as you want. Some of the ones you weren't paying attention to jump forward, and then hopefully the ones we expect to be the good ones stay on that trajectory, and we have a lot of fun this summer. So those are your 3-year-olds, your 2-year-olds, your 4-year-olds, your opening. Everything is done now. Top 10 list. Amy talked. Didn't go over 140 characters about any horse. Twitter would be happy.
You did.
Take care.